There is somewhere within yourself that now feels empty. So because of how we use the language, we program our brain likewise, and now you have this feeling of emptiness, of missing. You lose something, you're missing something out. You lose that friend, lost that friend, and now you're missing that out. Hello and welcome to therapy. How are you today? Let me just, before we start, as you know, it's like to make you feel comfortable. Just got this fancy glass and this lovely mineral water that I'm going to be serving you. Are you okay today? Are you feeling confident? I know you were talking to me a little bit about, I think it was friendships this time, and how you've been for months wondering a bit about friendships and how to feel about friendships and how to feel about certain things that have happened, right? Yes, losing friends. Well, losing friends can certainly be very hard. We're not taught how to deal with losing friendships. We are so much told to, you need to make friends and how to make friends and how to keep friends and how to keep being sociable, but we are not really told how to deal with not having such friends. It's very important to also learn that. Just put that to you over there. Lovely. That is the thing that we're not really told how to deal with that. You said it yourself very well. You just said you keep losing friends. You just told me I keep losing friends. Why am I losing friends? And all I'm thinking is about the word that you're using. Losing. Have you realized how losing? Normally when I'm trying to find another word to not fall into that. Normally when friends move away they leave our lives, we say we lose friends. But losing, and I even say it like this because it's how the world has taught us. But if you analyze it, losing friends, lose friends is such a negative word. Because losing is always associated with something bad. Losing a match, losing your life, losing a parent, losing a friend. It's not only like they're leaving and will never come back, but it's like as if you're losing something that was yours within yourself and it's going away and you're losing it, so it's not yours anymore. And there is somewhere within yourself that now feels empty. So because of how we use the language, we program our brain likewise, and now you have this feeling of emptiness, of missing. You lose something, you're missing something out. You lose that friend, lost that friend, and now you're missing that out. So you get into this circle of feeling bad because you're missing out in something on that friend, and it can be quite damaging for a brain and quite hard to actually manage and learn how to cope with that. But I want to ask you something before even going in depth. I do not feel like this is going to have to be a very long session. In fact, I feel like we're going to be able to cover it very easily. Okay, I want you to understand something, right? And I want you to think about when you were a kid. I don't want to specify in a certain age, But imagine yourself very little, okay? Imagine we're going to be thinking about the foods that you ate. You know, as a kid, the foods that you liked most, your favorite dinner, or you always ask your mom to cook for you, okay? And I want you to tell me and reply to me to this question. Do you like the same things? Do you eat the same things that you ate as a kid? No? Oh, you don't. Okay, so you don't eat the same things. Or you still love fried fish, chicken nuggets, and you don't, that's not your favorite thing anymore? That's not your go-to dinner anymore. You've changed, right? So the things you liked have changed. The things you ate have changed. Okay, do you go to the same school that you went to when you were a kid? Do you still go to the same school? Of course not. You seem to be very clear about some things, but not about others. Okay, so you don't go to the same school. You certainly don't like the same meals. So your favorite meals have radically changed. No, okay, same school as we said. You do not go to the same school. Do you practice the same sport? Even though this could be a very clear yes, do you practice the same sports? Do you? Okay. Do you, so you don't go to the same school? Do you still hang out with the same people, or have you met other people? Has your circle become wider as you have progressed in life? You've gone to another school, you've gone to high school, you've gone to university. Has that changed your circle? Have you met different people? Okay, and you've learned different hobbies about yourself. Wow, I'm seeing here just one word, changes. I'm certainly seeing many changes. You like different foods. You're not in the same school. You play different sports. You don't like the same things for dinner, so your favorite meals have changed. What makes you think that you would always have the same friends? What made you think that your friends will not change? Because if you're analyzing this, everything around yourself has changed, but you think and you want your friends to stay the same. I mean, let me tell you, that's very idealized, to say the least. It's very idealized. I'm not telling you it will not be ideal. It certainly will be beautiful, but it will not be real. It will not be staying true to yourself. You will be forcing them to stay in your life, such as you've been doing for a long time. That's why we kept talking in sessions that you felt very drained, you felt very empty, because you were meeting people that did not connect with yourself anymore. They did not connect with your soul anymore. They weren't know your people anymore. Same as you've changed your favorite food and your sports. They've also changed. They've also changed their ideas about politics, about life. And most of them do not connect with you anymore. And that's fine, acceptable, and that's actually the normal course of life. We're just made believe that we need to keep friends because they've been our friends since we were kids. You can't lose them. Little do you know, that's not the truth. It is true that our parents tend to tell us, oh, they've been your friends since you were 3 years old, you can't lose them. Sometimes trying to keep these friends in your life is only going to make you suffer, and it's only going to do you harm, because when these people do not think the same way that you do, and in your case, they think very differently. They think that getting your goals and being successful is not possible. Because as you told me, you lived kind of like a city village. It's not, people don't really think to dream. They don't really think about dreaming big or achieving big things apart from living in the hometown and just having a kind of okay job. And if not only that, but they tell you that what you're doing is stupid or impossible, and they laugh about your goals, let me tell you that this is the reason why you feel so empty. You find yourself constantly trying to keep people in your life that do not fit anymore. It's like trying to fit this notebook into this cup. You might try to fit it, but isn't it clearly that it doesn't fit? Isn't it clearly that it doesn't belong anymore? Maybe before, years ago, when you were kids, that cup did fit. When you were kids, everything is easier, everything is generic, and it fits. But now, it doesn't. Even though it did. And accepting that something did fit, but now it doesn't. It's very difficult for our brain, especially when we are always told, you need to keep your friends, honey, by your family members. But if you look at your family members, they probably, most of them, do not even have the same friends that they had in the past. But you need to realize that it's the curse of life. Same as friends come, friends go, and you trying to hold them, just to try to do what you're told, just to try to do what's right, only will harm one person, and that person is yourself. So I deeply beg you to please allow them to go, because that also will allow you to focus on the things and hobbies and goals that you do have. Once you focus on those goals and the dreams, the right friends will just appear in your life. But if you keep holding on to those, in a way, they're holding you back. And you can't go forward, even if you really wish, because as long as there is this force holding you back, there's no way you'll go forward in the way that you need to. And if all your things around you have changed, like your favorite food, your school, your hobbies, what you do every day, your thoughts, even friends don't change, that's not even a good sign. And I know most people are not going to tell you this, but I believe that if you have the same friends that you had as a kid, is there two possibilities? The idealized one, that they ended up thinking the way you think, all of you ended up thinking the same way, or that you are just holding people that do not fit anymore in your life. And obviously I'm not going to say it's easy to just get rid of them, because you have memories and you've grown up with them. But trust me, it will do you more harm. From personal experience, it made me feel miserable, because they just made me feel bad all the time. And I realized that the farther away I was from them, the happier, more connected I felt with me, with the new me, and with myself that had always been. But I needed to just not hang out with people that poisoned me all the time, because it didn't think the same way. So that's just caring about yourself and respecting yourself the minimum, to allow yourself your space and to not allow anyone to make you feel like you can't achieve things, because you can meet people that do connect with you, but it is entirely up to you to take those decisions that at the beginning might be a bit uncomfortable, but that will lead you to your future goal. And do you know that there are two paths? Suffering and struggling whilst you're achieving your goal, or suffering many years on the long term knowing that you're not doing anything to achieve them and you're just stuck in the same situation when you could be out of that. And I truly believe you can do it. I truly believe you have all the power within yourself to break free and to find those true friends. Because even though you never hear this and it's hard for you to believe, what it's weird is having the same friends. Because if you've grown as a person and developed thoughts and strong opinions, it's very hard to have those same friends. In fact, I'll say it's almost impossible. So I hope you understand this. And it's not easy, but this is why I'll be helping you with the process, because you're not alone. You're not alone. And you need to also see yourself as company, because you're with yourself every day. You walk here, you go there, and you talk, not your mind, you think things, but you also talk to yourself like I talk to you out loud. So you already have company, and you can get to know you while those right friends arrive, which is always a blessing. Because when you really connect with yourself and you love yourself and you're happy, everything else just feels different. Everything else feels positive. You feel like the world is hugging you. You feel like the world is loving you. You don't feel attacked or sad about things anymore. So, thank you so much for this session. Let me have a sip of coffee that now will be cold. Thank you so much for sharing with me this session. You're such an angel, and I truly believe in you. I have been there with no friends, and trust me, it allowed me to create this channel, and I'm still growing and learning about so many things and still struggling with so many things, but I know that I'm on the right path, and nothing can feel better than that. I love you, and I'll see you on the next therapy session. Thank you. Feel free to finish your coffee before you go. As you know, this is your therapy, but this is your home.